All right, welcome back, y'all. I'm Andre Thompson, Privileged Bow Hunter. I got an awesome review for y'all today. I'm gonna be reviewing the Tethrd Lockdown. This thing is truly the king of comfort. I usually don't use companies' punchlines or any way, shape, or form, but this has made a believer out of me. So before I get into the video, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's go. Hey, you're probably gonna love this video if you are a subscriber to my channel. If you're one of those big fellas, right? If you've watched the too big to one stick, right? If you watch the bow reviews, because we're shooting them at 80 pounds, well, guess what? This is a saddle review for those big fellas out there. A lot of people complain about saddles that, hey, you know, I don't have enough, I'm too light in the cakes, if you will, right? The folks who don't have enough behind them, right? Well, I don't have that problem. For me, the Mantis was great because I can hike in super far, but it would always kind of ride up. And then the Phantom fixed that problem for me. Well, this just took that comfort to another level because this accordions out and then it compresses back down when you stand up and you take weight off of it. And what happens is when it accordions out, it kind of cups down below and up high. And pairing that with my back band, I'm literally sitting here in ultimate comfort, and I feel like I can do this all day. And I really wanted to do this because I hunt in my saddle from dark to dark. Like as Shannon Sharp would say, is from can't to can't. I hunt from when I can't see until I can't see, and then I'm walking out of the woods. And so this is kind of all about still maintaining everything it is to be a saddle hunter, being compact, everything being quiet, being able to run and gun. Oh, I see deer on this other trail, so let me hop down this tree and climb another one. But also, right, having some comfort. What I don't want to do, especially because now life is busier, I'm splitting time between hobbies of jiu-jitsu and church and everything. I don't have time to be blowing hunts or to be getting picked out by deer. So I wanted to be able to sit as still as possible. So the Lockdown is a step for that, is a step in that direction for me, really and honestly. So that the ability for this saddle to widen out and cup down below, get nice and below the cheeks and kind of cupping down here at the hamstrings and then up on the lower back as well. You almost don't need a back band, but I'm always going to take it because I got plenty of room for storage. All right, guys, so talking about all the extra storage room that I have, right? Honestly, I rolled my eyes when I saw Greg and Carl introducing the Lockdown, and I saw that these things were going to be hard mounted because I had fallen in love with my roll pouch and my dump pouch. I've been using it since the Mantis came out. Literally, I pre-ordered a Mantis. I was one of the first ones to get it, and I've been hunting in the saddle this way for a long time with dump pouches, so I got comfortable. But then I got my hands on them and changed my mind. Right, so one thing about it is this thing can open with one hand. Now, if you get this thing all the way back here until it's all the way seated, you know, the zipper is on its seat all the way in the back, then it's kind of hard. I can still get it one hand operation, but it's a little bit more intermittent. Sometimes I have to reach over with the second hand. But as long as I go all the way and I give it about an inch before it all the way seats open, then it continues to be super one hand operation. And when they hard mounted it, a couple things happened. For one, I used to have my dump pouches. I used to have to use some type of elastic band to keep them attached to the molly loops so they wouldn't slide out. So that's one thing that didn't happen. That doesn't happen anymore. And then another thing that came with these is this lining here is rigid. It's more of a hard casing. So now it keeps its form a whole lot better. So whatever is in here is easier to get out. So I'm treating this just like a rollout pouch. I have 40 feet of rope here in the main pouch. And then over here in this secondary zipper is the portion that's gonna go to my actual tether. And I'll use this to one stick up. You guys seen my one stick videos. I'll leave a link somewhere in there. So I was annoyed at first, but I'm glad they went on and did it because functionally, it didn't make sense. Well, I'm glad they went and did it because functionally it makes all the sense in the world. I just couldn't see the picture, but that's why Greg and Carl and all the guys over at Tethrd run the most successful saddle company ever. And then I have all this rope here, and it's all zipped up. I mean, and there's still like so much room here. I've been storing my back band over there as well. So everything that you just saw in this pouch was in a dump pouch, but that dump pouch will be full to max capacity. I still have so much room left in here. My camera arm's still there, my GoPro and the attachment to the tree for that action camera, the phone mount for that comes off of my camera arm, that's in here, my pull-up rope, my bow attachment system to the tree, all of that is still in these pouches, and there's still room. So what that leads people to is kind of bringing a lot more stuff, which while you're walking in could cause you to sag. But if you revert in the video where I said, hey, this channel is really more for the big fellas, right? The folks who don't really get their gear reviews from the 170, 150 pound, 180 pound guy, right? This is for the 240, 250 pound club, 225 pounds, we'll throw y'all in there too. But for me, I have all of this in my saddle and it doesn't sag at all, right? I cinch this belt up nice and tight, and I'm great, right? I don't have any issues. And you notice I've still been sitting here throughout the duration of this video. So I sat here before the video started, and I'm sitting here now. This is just absolutely awesome. I'm glad they went to the expanding saddle market and they figured out whatever kinks that they wanted to work out. I heard Greg and Carl talking about they waited to release this because, you know, the expanding saddles fit perfectly by the other brands for the first couple hunts, but then before you know it, it would start to just open up and sag and sag and sag, and that's why they threw the elastic bands in there so it can always return to its original form. And then in the box, you'll see that it actually comes with some additional elastic bands, so that's kind of a consumable item, just like with your Thermacell. These pads are consumables, right? The butane in here are consumables. Same thing with the elastic bands. So they thought in the future. So I appreciate that. And then what I was talking about, hey, making sure you don't get it all the way on the seat. Once I I get it all the way on the seat, that it needs two-hand operation. But once you get it started, then you can really make it happen with one hand. So easy day. All right, so hey, the leg loops are also different from the Phantom in the earlier models with the Lockdown, right? You have, I think these are called the Cobra clips, right? That are now here for the leg loops. And they lock in their mini Cobras, and it's super smooth, easy operation. I'm not sure why they changed it, but I know it works. So the last one worked, this one works. Looks good to me. So it's the same thing on both of those. We still got comfort channels. This is now your bridge is now girth hitched over here. And I believe they found that it helped cinch onto the comfort channels a little bit better versus when you take your weight off of the previous models. It would sometimes cause your bridge to slide between comfort channels. So like I said, this saddle is all about creature comforts. It is literally like the Tesla of vehicles. You don't think you need a Tesla. Well, you don't need a Tesla, but you don't think you want a Tesla until you can put that heated seat on there. Or if while you're in a grocery store and it's super hot outside, you go to your phone, you hit a button, and then now you're walking into your car and your car is 60 degrees for you, nice and cool on a hot day, right? Or you can hit a button and summon your vehicle and make it drive forward or backwards for you. All those things are creature comforts that you didn't know you needed. But I'm telling you right now, I've been sitting in this saddle for probably a good hour now, and I haven't felt like moving. That was always the biggest battle for me, was, fighting the urge to be in there, fidgeting, and then up, and then swing, and over, left and right, and then, okay, up, you know what? Let me lock back in for another 30, 45 minutes just in case a deer comes, or 20 minutes. And I would only make it in like 15-minute bursts where I have to stand up and adjust the saddle, and then I'll try to adjust my tethered height and all those things. I am locked in and comfortable right now. Yo, and then, so hey, here's one thing that I don't know if anybody else complained about, but this is they fixed it for me, and I never even complained to them. So the belt on the Lockdown, it's still adjustable. Like, I believe you can slide it, but it sits a lot more firmly. Whereas in the Phantom, that belt could turn so much that it would cause it to kind of flip on you, and you would constantly have to, you know, in between hunts or before hunts, you would have to kind of smooth out the belt to make it flat. Lockdown has fixed that completely. It stays kind of put. Once you set it, you can forget it, and then it stays kind of put. So that's another little creature comfort for me. So all in all, I am super, super impressed. Hey guys, if you have any questions about this saddle, leave below in the comments. Hey guys, let me know which saddle you've been rocking with this summer. Are you a leaner? Are you a sitter? What is your preference? I would love to hear from you down below in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share it. Don't forget to tell your friends about it. If you don't know how to spell it, it's Privileged. We know you know how to spell bow hunter. Come here, come here, come here. We love y'all. Peace.